Right, so it goes so quickly, and then Sunday the wind really kind of maybe drove you indoors if you tried to get out for a run or anything like that. It was really tough to run against a headwind outside yesterday, tough to play any sports out there because the wind just kind of took the ball away from you. But today, much better. It is sunny, it is mild, and it is not windy, at least not anything like what we felt yesterday. Here's a quick look at what you're walking out the door to this morning. We'll pull up our current temperatures on the map here, and what we're seeing, temperatures right around 50. It's still crisp and comfortable. We're actually in the upper 40s in the city of Philadelphia right now. Millville starting the day in the 30s, and up toward Pottstown, Coatesville, we're looking at mid 40s. So crisp and cool to start the day, but it is going to warm up beautifully later on this afternoon. So we'll put our map down here and talk about, as you plan your day, what you need to dress for. Again, a jacket, maybe a sweatshirt this morning thanks to temperatures in the 40s, but later on this afternoon, we are going to be looking at shorts and t-shirt weather. If you're stepping out right now, large hot coffee, it's crisp, it's pleasant, but it is in the 40s, so you may want to save the cold brew for later on. Again, hat, sunglasses, sunscreen, and the t-shirt and shorts later this afternoon. 76 our forecast high. Coming up, we'll talk about the chance for showers and storms, but also a return to the 80s later this week. Let's send it over to Kim Hudson for a check on your traffic. Hey, Kim. It's not as windy as it was yesterday. Full day of blue sky and sunshine. Can't beat it. And it's nice and warm as well. A little bit above average, but one of those Goldilocks days. It's not too hot, not too cool. We'll call it just right. Let's talk about what's happening outside today, and then we're going to look ahead to our next chance for showers and storms. We have two chances this week, one late tomorrow night and another on Friday. But right now, 62, feeling great. Light breeze from the north, about 7 miles an hour. That wind is going to start to switch and become more southwesterly as the day goes on, and that'll draw some warmer air into the region tomorrow. So it all depends what you like. If you like it in the mid 70s, kind of crisp to start and a nice finish to the afternoon, that's today. Today for me is the pick of the week. But if you like it a little bit warmer, tomorrow we're headed back to the low 80s. The shore even feeling pretty good, and a little bit cooler, but not quite as chilly, not quite as huge of a departure, so to speak, as what we saw last week with more of a sea breeze. So beautiful no matter which way you slice it today with high pressure overhead. But I do want to take you out to our next system that's moving through portions of the northern plains today, and this is producing a pretty serious risk of severe weather, especially for portions of Minnesota, Iowa, and Wisconsin. So let's go ahead and put our monitor down. We're going to put up our map of the United States, and what I want to show you is the severe weather risk. First and foremost, we'll put up a few cities for you here to get you oriented and take a look at our severe weather risk for today. And what you're seeing here, where you see that red shading, and that's again southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, and western Wisconsin. That is a level 4 moderate risk of severe weather, very high risk there. And where you see the orange, that's enhanced, and it goes all the way down into parts of the south. But what I really want to point out with this system today is the tornado risk. So we break it down into wind risk, hail risk, and tornado risk. This is never what you want to see. This is a very, very high risk of tornadoes for portions of Minnesota, Iowa, and Wisconsin today. Now, of course, the question is this coming our way? And eventually it will, but not in the same form that we're seeing it across the northern plains, not in the threat for severe weather quite so much for us, which is good news. So as we time this out, you can see storms will break out later today. Again, some dangerous, strong, potentially long track tornadoes with this area of low pressure moving through. It starts to coalesce into more of a traditional cold front squall line type system tomorrow afternoon. And there is a risk for severe weather across portions of the Midwest, the Ohio Valley, and western Pennsylvania. But by the time it gets to us, and this is overnight tomorrow night into Wednesday morning, this is 3 a.m., you can see it's mainly fallen apart. So just some scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, and most of that is overnight, Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. And for us, it does not look like it's going to be a huge threat. So let's talk about what it looks like for us as we zoom in on our neck of the woods here. And we'll start out, this is tomorrow evening. So today and most of tomorrow looking dry, looking sunny, looking nice and warm. But here comes that front moving in from the west, and it is going to bring that chance for scattered showers. It's about 2:30 in the morning on Wednesday. Wednesday, 4:30 a.m. could impact the early morning hours of your commute, but it's out of here really by daybreak. And then we've got sunshine in the forecast for the remainder of your Wednesday. So precipitation chances, again, looking relatively minimal. They'll come through overnight. So the daytime precip not going to happen until maybe Thursday, but especially Friday. That is our next chance for any rainfall. Take a look at your Thursday night. It looks mainly dry, but clouds are going to be increasing. Then as we head into Friday, here comes our next chance for rain. And you can see some showers and storms breaking out by Friday afternoon and then trying to clear out for the weekend. There is some indication that showers may linger on the back edge of this system early Saturday. I don't think it's a washout like this past Saturday, but it may take a while to clear. Some good news for those of you like myself that may be running Broad Street. It does look a whole lot quieter for Sunday. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up our next weather 7-day forecast for you. you here. And we're going to be looking at some really nice conditions heading into the weekend as it does start to turn a little bit cooler outside. But it's warm this week. We're in the 80s tomorrow and Wednesday. Those shower chances tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. Thursday clouds up and then another chance for showers and storms on Friday. Look at the weekend though. We clear it out throughout the day Saturday. But this forecast for Sunday for those running Broad Street, it's going to be beautiful. Cool in the morning, seasonable in the afternoon with highs in the 60s. Jim, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Kate.